Thank you.
Let's welcome to the show Fox News contributor Guy Benson. Guy, so the numbers were bad even after the allegations they cooked the books. What's your reaction to this? Because the far left and Democrats have blasted Trump's war on crime, but minority neighborhoods are saying, keep going, Trump.
So I've lived in this area, in the D.C. area now for 15 years. And it is laughable to pretend or to claim or purport that crime is down. Crime was so much better when I moved here. Crime was better for years. It has gotten really bad, especially in like 2020 and beyond. And I think it's really important to point out, I'm so glad that David Spunt just gave that report about the cooking of the books that we're seeing in D.C. Because when Trump made this decision, you saw the talking point go out, oh, violent crime is down 30%, whatever the number was. They were all repeating it like robots. There is a police commander who is suspended pending this investigation. They've also paid out a settlement to someone who was a whistleblower on this inside the department, saying that there was a directive to reclassify and downgrade crimes, including serious violent crimes, to make them look less serious and less violent. And if you do that on a wide scale, as is alleged, of course you end up with numbers that you can point to and say, oh, look, it's better. He's out of his mind. This is non-existent. The people who live around here know different. And a lot of the people in those affected communities are actually supportive of what Trump has done here.
They reclassified knife stabbings as just misdemeanors. Violent crime since Trump's crackdown down 26%, robberies down 46%, carjackings down 83%. Could he take this to L.A., Chicago, New York City? What do you think?
Well, he has unique authority in the federal District of Columbia as the president of the United States and the leader of the executive branch. He has much more limited authorities elsewhere for good reason. That's the way the system is set up. That's how it should be. So I don't think he can replicate this exact model or should replicate this exact model in other places. But maybe there are some lessons to be learned if the crime continues to come down, if an increased enforcement presence and threat reins in these violent criminals. That is a reminder to other executives elsewhere that actually law enforcement is a very good thing, and putting fear into the hearts of criminals is a good thing. They are not victims.
Guy Benson, you're wonderful. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us.